Here we are at part 3 of my video walkthrough for Final Fantasy II. We're just leaving the town of Finn, trying to work our way back to Altair. Decided to just throw in a random fight here. I think I meant to actually cut this one out, but oh well. Yay, 52 gil. Alright. Anyway, let's just work our way back to Altair. I think the music's pretty good in this game. It's something entertaining to listen to. Alright, we made it back to town. Stopping by the inn's usually always a good idea. Wonder how much this one's gonna cost. 7 gil. Wow, that's not too bad at all, huh? Now that we got the ring, all of the people that we could do trigger events with before, we can now show them the ring, and they'll, you know, say different stuff to us and whatnot. But to move the story on here, we need to go to Princess Hilda and show her Scott's ring. After a bit of story, she gets kind of sad and says that we need to go look for the mystical metal mithril. Don't forget to memorize your mithril keyword. And she says that a man named Joseph in Salomon should know where it is. Mendu has agreed to help us on our quest here. And we get to use his canoe. Alright. Now if we go and look at Mendu here, he's got a bunch of hit points and magic points, and I mean really high stats. He just doesn't have like any weapon skill or any decent weapons or armor. But his ether is worth a lot of money. Since Gus isn't using his buckler right now, because I'm trying to raise him in unarmed, I go ahead and give Gus's buckler to Mendu. And here's his spell list. He's got like every white magic spell in the game, just about. So I kind of think of this as Mendu is kind of our guardian for this next part. He's to make sure that we don't die while we're getting ourselves trained up. But make sure that you are training yourself up though, because after Mendu leaves, whoever you have chosen it to be your white mage is going to have to be able to handle all the healing and whatnot. Because Frynol's a bit weak right now to be a primary healer. But anyway, let's see what kind of fun stuff we can do with this canoe. I do a lot of leveling and grinding in the very beginning of this game, so I think I do that with a lot of games, but this one in particular, so you'll have to bear with me on this. Over here across the other side of the lake, we'll find the town of Poft, I believe. Oh no, this is the town of Paloom, which is full of pirates. You can see there's various, you know, I mean it's a normal town. They do have slightly better equipment over here. One of the main things I'm interested in getting is they have new white magic spells, and I want to get Shield for right now. I'll go and pick up Blink and Shell later. But I don't want to train Frynol on his Cure spell all the time, because Cure will just naturally go up. I mean, you're going to cast Cure so much, it's going to be your highest level spell. At least that's the way it turned out with me. So I don't really see much point in training it. Well, we need to train our buffs and whatnot, so decided to go ahead and get him a shield spell. And then I wanted to run around out here and get some more money so that I can buy Maria a second spell. Ah, it's a loafer! Now that we have a fourth party member, it should make this stuff die a little quicker, even though Mintu sucks with his staff, but it'll get up after a while. Alright! Cure and Bolt have leveled up. They're now level 2 spells, and they require 2 magic points to cast, but the effect is more powerful that you get out of it. But now that Cure is level 2, I'm no longer going to train it. We're going to work on building Shield up, and Bolt's the only thing that Maria has, so I guess we'll stick with Bolt with her. At level 2, your spells gain 2 points instead of 3 points per round of casting it, so it goes up a little slower. Alright, goblins! Decided since my spells hit level 2, I was going to go ahead and practice my spells, see if I could get me an MP boost real quick. Bam! Ooh, Cure 2 did like 15, everybody. Go Mindu and your Staff of Smiting. Alright, MP up. Ooh, and Maria got a magic up. The magic stat's kind of like the endurance stat. It affects how many MP that you get when you get an MP up. But anyway. Money, money, money! Let's get some money. Man, I get so sick of fighting hornets and stranglers. Alright. I think I finally managed to build up the 400 that I needed for another spell book. So, Altair is the only place that sells the the 3 basic black magic spell books. So that's why I didn't want to like head too far away from town until I bought it, because you just have to come back, you know. Alright, here we are, the spell shop. Now since she already has Bolt, and we're gonna find Fire here in a bit, I decided to go ahead and buy her Ice. Woohoo! Alright, now both my spellcasters got 2 spells, got a new party member. I think we're ready to move on a little bit, see if we can't get ourselves in some more trouble. Fight some enemies that might give us a little bit more money and whatnot. I'm heading into the town of Palom here. If we head up and talk to the first dude that's right here, he says for 32 gil will give us a ride to the town of Poft, which they're sister towns. The ferry runs in between the two of them, but the shops in the 2 towns both sell exactly the same things. So you don't have to worry about missing something if you didn't like buy everything out of the Palom shop, because the Poft shops all sell the same things, and we can get better money around here. So let's head in and check out Poft, see what's going on around here. Over here is the pub. That's also if we talk to the dude in front of the pub, he'll take us back. And inside the pub here, we will meet. It's Sid. We can get the keyword airship from him. And if we talk to the guy behind him, we can pay to have airship rides to various places, but I don't necessarily find that to be all that useful right now. I'm gonna go ahead and head up to the inn. Give myself a rest up, although I just ran past it on accident. Alright, head up to the inn here and get myself to rest up and a save, and then I'll see you next part.